NBC Sports welcomes you to NASCAR's homecoming this afternoon, Charlotte Motor Speedway for race 5 of 10 of the chase, aka halfway through the round of 12, the break between Talladega and Bowman Gray Stadium. The weather here, it's a cold one. Temperatures are just barely tipping 60 degrees. It did rain here this morning, so dryers are currently going through now, making sure this track is race ready, which gives us plenty of time to discuss some things that happened here over the weekend here at Charlotte. Grayson Alcevdo won the pole on Thursday, his first pole of his career in the one car. He will bring this field of 34 to the green flag later today once we get the dryers off the track. There's just a few spots up in 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 that they need to take care of. Then we can be going racing here. Jonathan Morrison survived a crazy race last weekend that sent one car into the catch fence and 2 cars airborne, including Xavier Saldress, because in fact his car is currently at the NASCAR Hall of Fame right now for just showing off as one of the worst wrecks in NASCAR history. Speaking of Xavier Saldress, he walked away from that without a scratch. If that doesn't show you luck, I don't know what will. After that flip, that really scary crash at the finish, Xavier Saldress managed to go out and qualify 12th this afternoon. Track dryers are being dried. Drivers are in the cars right now. Just a reminder, it's probably just going to be overcast and foggy compared to what it was yesterday with the sun out during the final practice sessions. In the meantime, let's take a look at our starting lineup. Row 1, we got the McDonald's Mack Tonight Chevrolet and Toyota. Row number 2, we have the Interstate Batteries Toyota and the Pennzoil Ford. Starting today from row 3, we have the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Chevrolet and the Furniture Row Toyota. Row number 4, we have the Autotrader.com Ford and the TaxSlayer.com Chevrolet. Starting this afternoon from row 5, we have the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Aris Internet Modems Toyota. Beginning this afternoon's race from row 6, we have the Menards Richmond Water Heaters Chevrolet and the Motorcraft.com Ford. Beginning this afternoon from row number 7, we have the Kelly Blue Book Chevrolet and the Haas Automation Chevrolet. Starting today from row number 3, we have the FedEx Express Toyota and the Target Chevrolet. Beginning for this race from row number 9, we have the Dow Chemical Chevrolet of Jonathan Morrison, who is free to the Eliminator round with his win last Sunday at Talladega. He can just ride it out. He could be in a crash and still be fine because he gets automatic berth. In the Ortho Fire Ant Killer Ford. Beginning today from row 10, we have the Fastenal Ford and the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet. Starting from row 11, we have the Caterpillar.com Chevrolet and the Cheerios Chevrolet. From row 12, we got the 55 Toyota and the 9 car. Starting from row 13, we got the Great Clips Chevrolet and the Advocare.com Ford. Beginning from row 14, we have the Smithfield Ford and the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet. Starting from row 15, we have the 29 Chevrolet and the 7 car. Beginning from row 16, we have the 83 car and the 56 Toyota. Finally, starting this afternoon from the rear of the field, we have the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet and the 5-Hour Energy Toyota. Race facts to know for this afternoon. It is We had a slight delay at the start. We were originally supposed to go off just past 1:15, a little past, shortly after 1:15 this afternoon. However, some leftover weepers from the storms this morning have pushed the startup to have delayed this race for about a good 45-50 minutes today in the UAW GM Quality 500. Charlotte, here are your 6 HD onboard cameras for this race. Or you can follow these drivers, your own HD cameras on NASCAR.com/race buddy. Or you can watch them in the race on the NBC Sports Live Extra app. Anyways, you got Grace Salcedo, who is obviously going to be leading this race from basically going to be the rabbit, and everybody else is going to be chasing him today. He is one of 6 onboard cameras. Nate Sherman has got our Lowe's on board. Jacob Tube has got our Kelly Blue Book on board. Hunter Miller has the Great Clips on board. Dylan Murway has the Jimmy Johns on board. Zoex Moon will have her Pennzoil on board for this race. Hopefully she can get a win before the season's out. She looks to have a pretty strong car to do it today. And meantime, after a little bit of a wait is over. Lights are off in the pace car, and the pace car dives down pit road. This afternoon. Grayson Alcebdo, Zach Speed bring him down in front of a sellout crowd that stuck it out through the early morning rain and just how wet this track was going to be. Many people didn't think we were going to get a race in today due to how wet it was, but actually the storm was lighter than expected. Pace car is leaving the track. And the UAW GM Quality 500 is about to start. Ready, green. Wow, the one didn't get going. Horrible. Oh, he's got a problem. He's got a big problem, and we got a wreck behind them. The one just dropped a transmission, and now we got all kinds of problems right here. Look at that. We got Xavier Sodreska turned into the wall. Oh, man. This is not what we needed today. Menards Cup Series down on the apron. And the caution flag is going to come out. Looks like SportsCenter Cup Series is involved. Jonathan Morrison is there. A lot of other people were running into the back of each other just to stop because they can't even see. But the caution flag comes out. Lost the transmission. Missed a shift. Numerous cars get caught up in the pileup, just not even before we got to the green flag. At the 27 Menards Cup Series. And you want to talk about a near miss, watch the 24. The 27 tries to go low. He hits the 1, sees this wreck happen, just threads the needle, and then they really wad up behind him. Windowing it down on the 21. He had a really hard hit. Grayson Acevedo won the pole Thursday night. Definitely not going to see competition for the rest of this race. And there's some huge championship implications because there were 2 chasers right in the middle of that. Sorry, 3 of them. Sports Center Cup Series of the 11 is 1. Brendan Little is 2. Now we got a lot of cars down pit road here for damage repair. We had a big crash to end the race last week. We have a big crash to start the race this week. 5 drivers out of the race early. Here in the UAW GM Quality 500 on NBC this afternoon. And you want to talk about several drivers took some crazy near misses in that. And I mean crazy close near misses. This is not good. Chase grid started today. Show that the 3 obviously doesn't care. He can probably lightly get the fender out. KFC Cup Series, yeah, he got hit in the back by somebody. He's down on pit road trying to get the rear fender and everything pulled out. The 11 to Sports Center Cup Series got a lot of damage too. He got hit in the back by the 42. That's what punched the radiator on his car. Brendan Little is obviously going to be going to the garage here because he's got a lot of damage. See how banged up his car is. All 4 cars are going to be starting this race at the back. 3 chasers already in trouble. In the meantime, we have 3 chasers below the cut line. We have 1 moving on. That is the 3 of Jonathan Morrison. Anyways, we begin lap number 2. See if we can hopefully get a cleaner start than the 1 car just dropping a transmission. Ready? Green. Great jump this time for the 20 is Zach Speed. The 22 is Alex Moon. Holds dead even this time with the 20 as they make their way down into turn number 1. Due to how cold this track is, you're going to see a lot of guys really either A, fight for the bottom because there's the most grip down there, or you might see some guys move up. You saw the 24 think of trying to peek the outside lane above his 2 teammates, the Paul Moon in the 88, Nate Sherman in the 48, which currently, as of right now, Jacob Tube is in a must-win situation, but with that accident kicking those 3 guys below the cut line on lap 1, he is currently 2 points out. And if he had made that pass, he would have been in. Just goes to show you every point matters in this one. Especially the later you go in the season. The more points these drivers have to move on, the better. Every position's 1 point. As you see, Zach Speed basically tried to put a gap on the 22 car. Dylan Murray drove it in deep on the 78 to get a spot. Jake too did a nice job trying to drive that outside. Thank God the 48 didn't cut a block, otherwise it would have been big. Zach Speed opens up a nice lead. Wow, it's definitely a cold one. There's, for like the past week, there's been a storm that moved through about a couple weeks ago here at Charlotte that kind of dissipated, and it's just been cold and wet. So if you see a car in the grass today, it's a good chance they won't be getting out anytime soon. As we almost had a big moment off turn 4, the 9 of Matthew Powell and the 19 of Caleb Hoffman. Oh, wow. Damage to the 9? Big time damage to that car. See what Caleb Hoffman had to say a few moments ago. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. Tell the 9 team I'm sorry I put him in the wall right there. Great move on a driver's part. You don't want to anger a non-chaser. It's not worth it when you really think about it. Because he's got the 19 of Caleb Hoffman's got bigger things to focus on, like the championship up ahead that he's fighting for. He's the defending champ of this series. He is currently, as of right now, out by 1 point. If anything happens to any of the 88 or the 48, there could be a possible swing in the chase standings, meaning that, or if the 24 wins, Caleb Hoffman's really kind of got to get further up into the standings, maybe up on the track, maybe set a target on the 2 Hendrick cars up in front of him. See the 88 kind of wash up off 2, go down into 1, and caution. It is for the 9 car. He has tagged the wall. He has gone around here. Flat. Tires flat. Yeah, bud. Coming to you. Coming to you. Coming to you. Coming to you. Caution's out. Just, car came around on him, I guess. That one. Just, car stepped around right in front of the 7. He's got to be careful coming back to pit road with the right side tires flat. He just lost it right in front of him. Ugh. for that one. Now, in the meantime, let's see if we can take a look at this next race. Bowman Gray Stadium, considered possibly the biggest bull ring that can only rival Bristol in levels of excitement. One of the smallest tracks in the NASCAR circuit. This place is known for tempers, tearing up race cars, and oh yeah, we're gonna cut the field down from 12 to 8. So everybody is going to be on their toes in this next week at Bowman Gray Stadium, the Lilly Diabetes 400. Check in next Sunday at noon Eastern on NBC, and then the telecast of the Lilly Diabetes 400 will be at 12:30, presented by Golden Corral. Dylan Murway opted to stay out on this caution. He will bring this field down to this restart, which I'm sure on cold tires, that is basically like committing suicide, especially with everybody. Correction, he took 2. Everybody else took 4. He took the right sides. So this ought to be a fun restart. Pace car is off. Let's go scan all. 43. Listen to the audio of the 18. All right, bud. Get seatbelt stuck. Ford took 2 tires. So watch him in the 22 on the restart. Ready. Come on, green. All rolling. Outside, rolling. All right, still there. Come on. All right, come on, still there. 24's on you tight. Spin. Big spin up front. Spin up front. Around goes the 22, up and into the wall. And the 4 is also spinning. Down to the apron. Caution flag comes out. A lot of damage to the 22. And possibly huge championship implications for the 4. Check it out, boys. We got hit a little bit. We're fine. Right there. Now this is where people start turning the intensity up and you start seeing some attrition in these races. And it looks like Zox Moon is upset at the 4. Oh, look at a little bit of tempers here. Keep in mind Zox Moon is under probation for her incident with the 18 at Dover. Stop. We don't need this. Come on. What are you doing? Luckily, the crew of the 22 tells her to drive away. Ford Dylan Murway down on pit road. Now Dylan Murway is going to be restarting in the back of the field for this one, joining the 22. He's got a lot of traffic to pass through right here for this one. It's like the 41-2 is going to rejoin this field. 27 is going to come out of the garage, many laps down. And there's also reports of mist down here in turn 1, which is why they're holding off this restart. With this storm system passing through, hopefully we can get this track dried and clean. Hopefully, if there is a confirmed storm shower, if we look at data here. By the way, from pit stops, Jacob Tube has moved up to the lead with Zach Speed in second. If we do get this race restarted, that's where it'll be. Think about it, we had almost an hour delay to start this race due to passing some leftover water from early morning showers at this track. They have stationed the dryers down in the infield, and this means that they will bring them down. They will bring the cars down pit road. It is a light rain shower, but hopefully they can get this dried up and out of the way so they can finish this 15-lap race. We have 6 laps to go. Currently, and as of right now, Jacob 2 is bringing the field down pit lane. If he wins, keep in mind, if he wins today, he will get a free berth into the round of 8, the Eliminator round. They're bringing the drivers down. Some teams are bringing covers out. As of right now. See the 24. Right, he's got the team come out. He's got the covers on his car. Means we could probably run this race later in the evening. We went being a little after 2 o'clock. It is almost 5 o'clock here in the east, here locally at this track. And Charlotte does have lights, so we may have to finish this race under the lights tonight. And what a kind of a blistering pace today when you really think about it. Only 3 cautions during this race, 1 in the second half. Obviously, from moments ago, that later turned into rain in the area and possibly turning into a red flag. Right here, as you see, Jacob Tube, he is out of his car. He is sitting in his car. NASCAR is not telling drivers to get out of their cars. Tell you what a crazy race it has been. We had to pile up on lap 1 because the leader couldn't go. A lot of green flags side-by-side racing that led to some spins. A lot of hard racing, and then this caution several moments ago that led to a red flag ultimately led to this, as the shower is over the area. This will probably hopefully be a quickie that we can get this race going. We do have, so right now we have 5 laps to go. If we get this track dried, we could possibly have one of the craziest sprints possible. Hopefully making it to the finish without any further incident. So the top 5 right now: Jacob Tube is leading, followed by Zach Speed in second, Joshua Leonbach in third, WUB Network in fourth, Robert Smith in fifth, Nate Sherman sixth, Caleb Hoffman seventh, Apollo Moon 8th, Jonathan Morrison, he moved on to the round of 8 today, or last Sunday at Talladega. He's 9th, and Hot Wheels 44, the pretty strong run to car today, he is running in 10th. as of right now, if you look at the chase grid, how interesting it's been today with all the wrecks that we've had, the 3 is the only car that can move on. So we got these 11 drivers are not yet eligible to move on. Some can make it by points. Some can make it by points, like, this general area of people. The 4, the 14, and the 16 are currently in must-win situations. As we wait out the storm. Here, this is moved to a red. We are moving to a red flag situation. If we can wait out this race, looks like the rain has stopped at the moment. Rain has stopped. Hopefully for the rest of the afternoon / evening. If you're those of you just joining us, if you're looking for NBC Nightly News, run over to CNBC for this race. At the conclusion of this one, as yeah. The last of the drivers are currently moving out of this area, out of this track. It is currently almost 5:45, 5:50. So it is confirmed that once we drive this race off, we are going to have a 3-lap sprint to the finish. We set to go here. Bring these cars back out of the racetrack. They did complete their pit stops, and keep in mind with all these engines idling, this is probably going to be a pretty interesting restart. See, there's been a lot of cold tires. A lot of drivers are going to be probably snaking their minds out to these tires, especially in this restart, just so they don't spin them and it doesn't turn into another wreck down here in turn 1. In the meantime, ow, motherfucker. The 24 is going to bring this field down to the restart zone. We did a couple extra laps under yellow that did not count. We are going to have 3 laps to go when we restart. The rain has stopped. It's rained for about a good hour and 18 minutes, or hour and 28. Took about 40 minutes to dry this place. So it is about 25, 30 minutes to dry this place. Currently, it is almost 6 o'clock here at this track. The lights have come on. This is going to be an interesting one. Who can get the best jump? Can it be Jacob Tube, Zach Speed, his other 2 Gibbs teammates, or somebody out of this pack? Oh, 24 didn't get going, and around goes to 24 just at the start-finish line. Get up, 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 go, 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 get low, 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 get low. Oh, that's huge implications right there. That was not pretty. Oh, more wrecking down here in turn 1. Joshua Leanbatch spinning down the inside. Nate Sherman also joining him. Caution flag has come out. Now this means we are going to go to overtime. I don't understand why the 18 and the 48 got together. They were well ahead of this accident at the moment of yellow. But we can add the 14 to the list of cars going behind the wall. We can add the 5 to the list of cars behind the wall not finishing this race. We could have the 24, but at the same time, when he hit and got spun... Oh, yeah, that's the damage they're talking about. Oh, that's a big hit. Then at this point, surprisingly, nobody else piled into the 14s he was sliding across. A lot of people had to check up toward running the back of the 7 car. The 24 hit and the 5 and the 14 are all 3 of these cars are done on for the day, afternoon, evening here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Now we're going to go to a green-white checkered. With how brutal this race just got, and just had our 4th yellow, we may be seeing some fireworks after the race after that one. Jacob Too Busy got out of the car, was not happy with the 18. He drove the car to the garage. Now, unfortunately, he's going to be in a must-win situation along with KFC Cup Series come next Sunday at Bowman Gray. 27 cars running. Hot Wheels 44 on old tires. Can he beat out one of the best? two of the best on the outside lane. Think about it. Caleb Hoffman needs to win to move to the round of 8. Ready. Come on. Green. Great jump by the 31 of Hot Wheels 44. He really cleared the 19. Question is, did he jump to start? The restart is currently under review. And NASCAR says it is a clean restart. The 31 is your new leader here at Charlotte. Problems, cars getting together behind them. Looks like the 6 car just went around. Do they throw? Just got hit into the back right there by the 3. Do they throw the caution? The 3 got together. Here they come through 3 and 4 for one more time. And then we are going to see the white flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Last time around for Hot Wheels 44. The more the 78 and the 20 stay side by side behind each other, the more that's really going to allow the 31 to pull away. Got cars bouncing off each other all over the place. We just had the 88 car going to get put into the wall off of 4. Do they wave the caution? Off of turn 2. One last time here at Charlotte, as Eric Gamer is trying to keep that 20 car behind. Oh, there they go. Round goes to 78. Halfway down the backstretch. See him covering the spot like crazy on. And Hot Wheels 44 is going to survive a wild and wicked turn of events here. He will win at Charlotte as the caution comes out. Yeah. Awesome job, boys. Told you we had something for him today. Great job, man. See you in victory lane. There are more cars that crashed down on the back, crashed on that white flag. Nate Sherman and Joseph Lombard have wrecked. They both got a lot of damage to their cars. That was the reason the caution initially came out. 43 just hung right on my door and just put us in the wall. Right on my door. Right on my damn door. Then the 78 and the 20. See how this all went down. 78 really was just blocked, trying to keep the 20 behind him. Jacks him up. Into the wall he goes. Oh, that's not going to go well. A lot of damage to the 78. But Hot Wheels 44 is going to be the one that goes to victory lane tonight. As, looks like the 78 is not happy at all with the 20. The 78 just came right down, flying down pit road during that cooldown lap, slammed into the side of the 20. And let's see where this is going to go. Eric Gamer is out of the car. He is running over. See the 78 crew trying to get to the situation before it gets any worse. And, oh, we got a fight. We got a big fight down here. Looks like WB Network just got out and threw a haymaker at the 20. Crews from both these teams are in there trying to pull their two drivers apart. But obviously, WB Network very upset about what happened on the racetrack after getting hooked by the 20 on the last lap. Can you say blame him? That's for a chase spot, and sometimes with this format, it was known that tempers will fly at tracks that you don't normally see them, like this place or Dover. Or heck, Bowman Gray's next week. Save the fighting for next week, fellas. Save the fighting for next week. Come on. It isn't the first time WB Network has been in the middle of a brawl this year. He was in the brawl with Nate Sherman down at... He hit Nate Sherman down at Brighton, which led to some pretty interesting words after the race. Then and also with the yikes. That was quite a wild finish. Ruffled emotions, a lot of damaged race cars. I thought this race felt like Bowman Gray. In fact, that's up the road. So these drivers are going to have a little bit of time to rest at home, come down to Bowman Gray Stadium, and things will really get aggressive there. And I mean really, really aggressive. Oh, damn. Damn it. Yikes. "27 cars failed to finish. And if you look at the chase grid, drivers below the cut line. Nobody has moved on from this race, so Bowman Gray is going to be intense next week. As of right now, here are your final four contestants. If the Eliminator round were these Eliminator 8 drivers, if the Eliminator round was going to start next week. But these drivers have one more chance to join. All they got to do is win. In fact, Nate Sherman is actually tied with a 78, but the fact that the 48's got more wins is the reason he's above the cut line at the moment. Congratulations to Hot Wheels 44 on a dominating win, on a surprising win, surprising everybody in this field. Remember to tune in next Sunday at noon for the Lilly Diabetes 400 from Bowman Gray Stadium. And then at 12:30, the telecast of the Lilly Diabetes 400 presented by Golden Corral. And see you then.